question I'm asking is, how did it all ever get so uneven? Warren Buffett asks that question. He's the third richest man in the world, and a decent man. He points out how ridiculous it is that he, the third richest man in the world, is taxed at 17.7%, while his secretary, who makes 60 grand a year, is taxed at 30%. Which brings up a very fundamental economic question. Why is Warren Buffett paying his secretary only 60 grand a year? He's the third richest man in the world. But you know, the days when a shop girl in the big city could support herself working a full 40-hour week, or a family of four could live off a single blue-collar breadwinner, are as bygone a fantasy as malt chops or heterosexual wizards. If you're living hand to mouth and still buying into the con that the big threats to America are socialized medicine, Mexican immigrants, and tax increases, then you're not being kept down by the rich. You're being kept down by you. In America, it's not the haves and have-nots. It's the haves and the been-hads. If you, the citizen, deliberately vote for someone who won't give you health care over someone who will, you need to have your head examined. Except you can't afford to have your head examined. Please remember that if you hear the new radio ad from Rudy Giuliani, who says his chances of surviving prostate cancer in America were 82%, whereas in England, under socialized medicine, his chances would have been 44%. Numbers that, like the cancer, were pulled directly out of Rudy's ad. Now, I know socialized medicine sounds like Stalin himself is going to come over your house and perform a forced sterilization. But really all it is universal health care, which means everybody, not just the rich, gets to see a doctor when their erection lasts longer than 72 hours. And I just hope that one day, 10 or 15 years from now, one of Rush Limbaugh's ditto heads is going to wake up in his cell in debtor's prison, because that's where President Giuliani throws you when you can't pay your visa bill. And he'll turn on the Fox Financial Channel, and as he watches some CEO gloat over his $200 million in stock options, he's going to suddenly realize that he's been had. And on that day, that man will begin the great middle-class uprising of the 21st century. Oh, no, he'll probably just switch over to Pimp My Truck.